Zero to Hero, a series of videos showcasing Cisco's ability to deliver zero trust without complexity. The videos were developed from the Zero Trust workshop created by the Cisco Security Organization. This is the first video focusing on securing the remote worker. So let's get started. So like Karen, many employees at Zero Trusty Widgets will always split their time between the office and working from home or other remote locations. In this module, we will help Zero Trusty Widgets secure their hybrid workforce while enhancing security and applying zero trust principles. Zero Trusty Widgets is looking to achieve the following outcomes. Employees securely work from anywhere on any device, verify users' identity, and establish device trust on both personal and corporate endpoints. Users seamlessly access corporate resources from remote locations. Defend users and devices from threats while on and off the network. To achieve these outcomes, you'll configure and implement the following. Remote access to Zero Trusty Widget using Remote Access VPN or Anyconnect. Remote access to Zero Trusty Widget's web and SSH applications without VPN using Duo Network Gateway. And control and protect access to all internet resources using Umbrella. Endpoint protection or Cisco Secure Endpoint to block malicious files and behavior and incorporate device compromise as a condition of access trust. So let's get started. Configuring user and device trust for remote access VPN users. So Duo integrates with your Cisco Secure Firewall VPN to add two-factor authentication, adaptive policies, user and device trust checks to Anyconnect logins. Duo can add two-factor authentication to multiple vendors of VPN connections in a variety of ways. Regardless of the gateway or client, Duo provides a consistent access experience while applying trust principles to a traditional trusted entry point into the corporate network. And you can see a nice little diagram here of what's taking place, right? We've got Anyconnect, we've got our VPN head end, it could be an ASA or firepower threat defense, and we've got dual access gateway. We're going to use some SAML, and we're going to essentially authenticate that user both with primary authentication mechanisms and that two-factor component provided by Duo. And then we can get into some advanced capabilities where we start looking at trusted devices where you're connecting from. But let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is go to applications. And what we're going to do here is we're going to build out that integration. So let's go ahead and protect an application. And we're going to look for ASA in this case, because that's the use case. And we're going to use self-hosted. Now you can see there's a hosted by Duo as well, but in this case we're going to use the self-hosted Duo Access Gateway. Now we got some configuration to do. So we'll add the base URL, so vpn.dcloud.local. We're going to add the tunnel group here. This is the tunnel group that exists within the ASA itself. And we're going to save this configuration. Once we save it, we're going to scroll down and we're going to apply a policy. In this case, we're going to do an application or an application policy applies to all users, in this case, employees. So we'll go ahead and apply that policy. Now we'll scroll down. We can see our policy here. And again, you can modify that as needed. We've got the global policy as well. And for the name, we're going to change the name from what the default states here to something a little bit maybe more meaningful for our users. Zero Trusty Widgets VPN sounds pretty familiar. And we'll go ahead and hit save. Perfect. Now what we'll do is we'll download the configuration file. And we're going to go to the Duo Access Gateway. And we're going to go ahead and log in. And this is going to tie that piece together. We'll go to Applications. And from here, we're going to go ahead and choose the configuration file that we just downloaded. Zero Trusty Widgets VPN.json. We'll go ahead and open, and we'll upload that file. Now this takes a few seconds. As you can see, we already have it there listed. We've got Jira, which is the application that we did in the previous module. And now we have Zero Trusty Widgets VPN for the ASA. We also have some metadata information down below, and this is going to help us do the integration with ASA. Here's a good document to follow to build out that integration to ensure that you have SAML configured for ASA and for this particular deployment. And that's it. We're ready to rock and roll and move to the next step.